Now, there's always something going on in the royal household, and this week has been no different. It's time for a royal roundup, and the Duchess of Sussex is still trying to trademark her blog name, The Tig. Now, she had that before she was with Harry, and it was quite successful, but then she had to get rid of it when she sort of got with him. So will she manage to bring it back? And then Mike Tindall becomes the first member of the royal family to go on ITV's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So that's on the way. And also each Saturday, I love to give you a rundown. And joining me now is royal biographer Angela Levin.
Hello.
Hello, nice. You look very Christmassy, this is what we're saying.
Well, it was so cold and in the dark. I had to wear something bright.
Oh, you look lovely, as ever, as ever. So now this is exciting. Well, it's exciting because there's always something going on with Meghan. She is quite captivating in a sense that you always want to see what's going on.
Yes, it's compulsive watching, isn't it? Yes, compulsive watching and reading. Well, yes, she's applied for to get back her TIG website, which she's been waiting now a year to find out whether she can do it or not. I don't know what the problem is, but it's quite interesting because she gave it up because she couldn't use the royal family to make money. And she recommends, you know, from wine or books or all sorts of things on that. So if she does get the right to have that up again, I mean, it's a bit concerning for the royal family because she's using her title and her connections to to make money, which is, you know, back to the beginning, really, and shows that she couldn't care less about what the royal family think anymore.
You know what? I'm thinking with this thing, she had this before. Do you think that if she does bring this out, then Charles might say, do you know what? Titles are gone. That's enough.
No, I don't think he'll do that.
Don't think he'll ever do that?
Well, it's not up to him, you see. It has to come from Parliament. There has to be a vote for it. He can't just say, you know, off with their heads or anything like that, off with your title, more likely. He can't do that. So I think, you know, the father... as a father, he loves his son, and he did really get on with Meghan. They talked about art and theatre and all that sort of stuff. But he doesn't want something negative, so I don't think he'll suddenly say, that's it. But I do believe that if the book is very... attacks them all very much, then she and Harry are in for something. But I think it would have to be a very significant nastiness.
But you said that, so, because we talked about this before, that we could, like, the public could put a petition together to have the titles removed and get Parliament to look at that.
Yes,
we said we were going to do that, but then it sounded as though, when I was listening to things, that actually Prince Charles, or King Charles, could take away their titles. But that's not the case then, and we could definitely put a petition together and ask for that.
Yes, let's do it.
We said we would. All right, that's it. We're doing it. Look at this on TV. Look, there you go. Petition. That's it. Titles are gone. Yeah,
yes.
Because I think that, you know, the book and all this, fine, make your money, do your thing, but don't do it trading as a royal.
Yes, I mean, they don't have to use the title, you see. They use it, they hang on to that title as if it's the most important thing, and yet the actual monarchy is have no importance to them. So it's... very hypocritical, as they often are, I'm afraid.
Yes, sadly, that is the trademark. Now, what about I'm a Celebrity? This is actually the first member of the royal family to go into the jungle and do this.
Yes. I find it rather distasteful, actually. I wonder if he'd have done it if the Queen was still alive. I don't think so. I mean, I think... although he's not a working royal, and neither is his wife, Zara, they are very much part of the royal family. And I think that you've got to sort of behave as if you are part of that, you know. And I feel that he can slip, because if you've got cameras around you 24/7, you can just say something that's inappropriate or not get your pants on properly or something like that, you know, after your shower.
That's true.
And actually it can go viral and it can just make a huge difference. I think you've got to be very careful. I think if you're not used to having cameras following you all the time, it's not easy to maintain a sort of the image that you want to carry through.
Well, half of them forget the cameras are rolling the way some of them behave when they're in there, and that kind of does happen. But I think because he's a good ambassador for the royal family, I'm not so... I think it's quite nice that I don't mind him going in there, and he's not so close to the throne. You know, he's not in line, that he's actually... I mean, he's not really in line, but then I suppose you could argue that therefore Meghan should be allowed to do her thing as well. But it's just the fact that it's the negative connotations that are coming with her, whereas he's going in probably it'll be a good PR thing.
I don't think it will be a good PR, really. I think you can get too close to the public. I think that you want to have a certain dignity. Somebody told me today that when they saw Prince Charles and Camilla at an event in this last week, that they felt, oh gosh, you know, the Queen had a real mystery and we're closer to them. Now, is that a good or a bad thing? It's both.
Yeah.
But I think that somebody who's so close on a television screen, people start thinking they really know them, and I don't think that that's appropriate.
They're turning into common folk, Angela. That's what's happening. They're turning into you and me. We don't want that. It's like when people meet me, they go, oh, no, no, no. And then I slip on something or choke on my drink or do something pretty normal, just like everybody else. Angela Levin, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure. That's the fabulous Angela Levin. She's a royal biographer. That, of course, was the Royal Roundup. We love a bit of that, don't we?